Years old, my people. Supreme. Supreme. Supreme, my people. Years old. Woo. Salute. Ralute. Supreme, my people. Supreme. Supreme. Years old. Years old. Years old. We're gonna do a call and show today, my people. I ain't even put the number in here. Let me see if I can add the number in here. Am I able to write anything? Let me see. Community moderator. Okay, I can't even add anything. I want to put the phone number in here so people can call in. But I want to speak about genetics for a little bit, you know what I mean? And the difference and the reason why I want to speak about genetics is because a lot of things are happening right now at a fast accelerating rate, and the people that are what you consider the complex cell organism are trying to bamboozle a lot of our brothers and sisters by trying to trap them in this world, or have them in this mindset that we manifest this life, like that we all manifest this life from a previous life, meaning that we all reincarnate here on this planet. So my thing is this is the question that I propose to the complex cell organism that are supposedly spiritual, that's speaking about spirituality and how they were living in different lives, and then they all of a sudden manifested themselves into this life. So this is science facts. It's not hatred. It's not racism or anything. This is a science. This is scientific fact. Now, the energy that what you are is not your body. Your consciousness is not your body. So, but your body is a representation of your consciousness. So my body, if my consciousness was a female consciousness, right? If it was my energy with female feminine energy, my energy wouldn't inhabit a body and then produce a scrotum sac and a phallus to reproduce with. My energy is female, but my body represents a male. See, this is where the LGBTQ coming in. This is where the transgender and where other races of people, complex cell organism, is trying to push homosexuality and all this other stuff, that you can literally be born one way, but you can, in your internal feelings, meaning that you can be the opposite sex, which is preposterous. You understand? That's ludicrous all the way to the fucking T. So you got to be mindful about what they are saying and how they are saying it, and you have to be able to check these people right from the gate. Because here you go, when you look at the percentage, that's why I say they are just a percentage of they are a percentage of species. They're not the full species. They're just a percentage of different species. So the universe at this particular time is stating that I want to speak with everything in its most simplest and naturalist form. This is what the universe is saying, and she's passing that message. She's saying that, and the sun is enforcing her message. The universe, again, is a billions clusters of stars. Then you have the one large star that supposedly sits in the center of the universe, which is the sun, and the teachings and the wisdom of the female. We enforce that. So even when you look at today's, right, just think about something. Even when you look at today's and what's going on right now, who's enforcing the things that women like? We are. Rap music. We are. We look at the big booties, and that's what, now they're getting butt implants. We look at the certain type of outfits and stuff that they wear, and look at what they're doing. However, even though we are enforcing it, she is teaching us this at a young age. And who is teaching her to teach us this? You see, this is all about going back to the mind. This is what this is about, going back to the, hold on for 1 second, people. Bear with me for 1 second. My apologies, people. So this is all goes back to where are we getting our teachings from? So, and it goes back to genetics. So when I hear other races of people, because they're kicking the spirituality, they're telling you, "Oh, we manifested this." The we all are energy, and we can transform our energy. We can become anything we want on this planet. No, you're not, because see, here you go. The honeybee energy, the body represents the energy of the honeybee. You're not going to see energy of a honeybee all of a sudden turn into a fucking fly. See, this is why I told you they're all trying to play this game with people, because the reason why is because they know they have no biological identification to the planet. And they understand, for the most part, by watching our videos, not just my videos, but they're watching our videos across the planet. And brothers and sisters are literally speaking about the difference of our genetics. We are all talking about it for the most part. Those that have no fear and want the best for our race, we are speaking loud and clear. Those that are on the fence because they don't want to offend anybody, they speak about it amongst their friends and their colleagues. But for the most part, though we all are speaking about this, because it's coming down to the sun and genetics. I just got finished watching the video that my brother John just sent me, and I'm looking at the guy, and I got nothing but respect for the brother. But I'm listening to the guy, and I'm like, yo, I've been saying this for the longest. Everybody's now is going to speak about the sun in genetics. It's all coming down to that right there. And it's all one. It's not nothing separated. It's all together, because my body, this is carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, and helium. And I want to put oxygen last. You understand? Because it's very little. Hydrogen and helium. Right now, we're doing what you call fusion. Y'all don't even know that. That's why black people be heating up. Y'all, this ain't happening to. Let me explain something to you. The darker the body, the more the motherfucking energy. So we're gonna call it like that. The darker the body, the more the energy. We are doing what you call fusion right now. And they know that. This is why they try to get you to stay in the house. This is why they try to get you to get a jab, to get you sun deficiency. Because right now, it's a fusion that's going on with us in the fucking sun. We're fusing together. We're literally doing that. This is why your body, some of our bodies heating up at a certain time. This is why even I'm telling you, this is no lie. I will be in the house or outside. People like, yo, it's cold outside. And I'm not saying it's not a little chilly or a little cold, but I'm like, I don't feel that cold. Like, I don't feel it like y'all shivering like we fucking got 20 feet of snow outside, or it's minus 30 degrees. I don't feel that cold like y'all feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need the heat on blast. I walk around in my house with the heat at 72 degrees. And it's 20 degrees outside, 26 degrees, 30 degrees. Some people right now got the heat on 80. You be like, damn, bro, it's not that hot. Why? Man, I feel hot. And these are the people that are eating unhealthy. You should be full of acid, the way your body should be burning up, but you're not. See, because it's different. It's a different type of frequency. My heat comes from me actually fusing with the sun and vibrating. Your heat and sweat comes from the fact that the sun is still trying to break down them particles in your body, those heavy metals in your body, and trying to get it the fuck out of you. See, this is we all going through different type of fusions right now on this planet. If you're eating according to your genetic makeup in the sun and you're fasting, you feel a difference versus somebody that's dipping and dabbing. Come on, you feel a difference versus those that are dipping and dabbing. It is what it is. But for all other, hold on, let me, because I want people to call. I'm gonna see. I only want to speak to the complex cell organism, or I want to speak to somebody that can tell me that I'm wrong regarding what's happening right now on the planet. That's all. I only want to speak to. I like my mind to be challenged. I really do. I like my mind to be challenged. That's just all it is. And right now, I'm a thinking man, and a thinking so-called black man is a dangerous man. See, a conquered man. I told y'all this the other day on live. A conquered man is a dangerous woman. I don't mean it's no disrespect to women, because see, some real shit. See, a woman that is confused about her femininity is dangerous, but a man that is conquered, that's a dangerous woman. That's why you see reactive versus reaction. You understand what I'm saying? Versus response. You'll see a reactive person versus a responsive person. You understand? A responsive person is going to sit back and think and analyze the situation and solve. See, real men are problem solvers. And we see before the problem even get there. So therefore, we're going to avoid that situation. We're not going to let a situation occur, and then most people right now are looking out their window and see the fucking tsunami coming. They see the tsunami coming. Like yesterday, I posted a video regarding the earthquake, right? And I think I said North Carolina by accident, but I was trying to say North California. And you'd be surprised how many people actually wanted to correct me. Are you fucking kidding me? You mean to tell me that you really didn't think that I know that's North Carolina? I mean, see, I say North Carolina again. Not North California. I mean, just to think about that. You see how small the mind is? That means you're not really seeing. That means you're actually sitting back and waiting for somebody to see for you. That's all it is. Because you will be like, all right, I know he misspoken. You know what I mean? Because sometimes if you understand neuroplasticity, if you understand how fast our brain compute and respond to things, you will know sometimes that you will stumble over something or you will mispronounce something, but you have a clear idea and vision of what's going on. You're just speaking fast because there's a lot of information in there and you trying to get the French toast out. But see, the person that's walking in fear, the person that's walking in fear and can't see will always try to critique you on the most smallest, minute shit. Really? You think you really believe that I said okay, I said North Carolina. But was it a 7-point earthquake on the West Coast? And not only that, if you look at the earthquakes, right? You can go to seismology, the thing that track these earthquakes. Look at how the earthquakes are increasing. Have you noticed that? And I don't mean by the volume of them, I mean the size of them. They went from 2 years ago. What was they? 5 points. They were 5 point this and 5 point that. And then the other year, last year, they went up to 6 and 7. Now you start off with what? A 7.0. You can't see how they're increasing. See, that's what I would be paying attention to versus, oh, Kalai, let me correct you. You said North Carolina. No shit. Okay, thank you. Is that really the bigger deal? Or is the tsunami you see coming down the street? I really don't get it. So that's what I told you. Like I don't get some of us, but I do get us because I know that we're in fear and we have been cut off from creativity. And when you are cut off from creativity, it's because you cut yourself off and you're not thinking. That's all I'm saying. You're not thinking. You're not thinking to resolve issues for the entirety of your species. You're thinking about just resolving issues for you. You're just thinking about how you're going to get to the next day. I'm thinking about how all of us gonna get to the next day. I'm thinking about how all of us gonna get to the next dimension. I'm thinking about how all of our fucking children are going to be free from the clutches of these beasts. I'm not just my children, because these are all my children. Yes, all of them are. Every last one of them that every child that cannot mentally or physically defend themselves is our children. What's wrong with you? Huh? But you call yourself a god. You called yourself a divine being. No, you're not. You're pump faking. You're pump faking. And now let me get back over to this. Complex cell organisms, you have a hard time accepting your genetics. Your genealogy is connected to your psychological state of mind. You are not 100% of nothing. You are not 100% of nothing. Just think about that. You're not 100% chimpanzee. You're 96 to 98% of that. And sometimes that varies, 91%. You're not 100% mouse. You're 60 to 80% with that. You're not 100% cat or fruit fly or fucking zebrafish. You're not 100% of anything. And you think the universe is communicating with you? The universe is not communicating directly with you. The universe communicate with you through us and the planet that you see. The universe is not talking to you. You think the universe will sit back and watch you abuse her children and all life that represents her and communicate with you? You really honestly think that? The universe will always give you signs and signals to let you know that you are wrong for what you are doing and how beautiful the people are that you are harming. Not just the people, but nature. The universe will always give you that. Every last complex cell organism have gotten that message at one point in time or another in their lives. But they They play deaf and blind to it. Signs and symbols. You gonna act on it or you gonna ignore it. And that's what happens. You ignore it because it's comfortable for you to ignore it. Because one, you are a spirit and not a soul being. Black people can't ignore it. Let me tell you why the conviction rate is so high with black people versus homicides versus your people. Because see, let me tell you something. The first thing they do with us, they put us in isolation for 24 to 48 hours with no food. And they give you some water or a cheese sandwich. They may give you very little. And what happens is your body go through an automatic fast at that time. As you going through a fast, guess what's happening? You are reconnecting back with who you truly are. And your soul is talking to you. Your soul has already told you that you have destroyed a brother life, a sister life. You have already done that. And you are wrong for doing it. No matter what, you are wrong for that. That's why they so easy to convict us. You, on the other hand, just look around when you see their homicide cases. Just look around, see what they'll sit right in there. They can go days without eating, fasting, whatever. Get right back in there and pass a lie detector test. I didn't kill her. I didn't kill him. Better understand you understand and understand the differences of species, people. That's no hatred towards them. That's realistic. See, they play dodgeball with the number one question: where did you come from? How is it that you have different animal DNAs to make up one living organism? How is that? Where did that come from? Because that's not natural in nature. Because a monkey can't sleep with a zebrafish. So how did that come to be? How did that come to be? And they won't answer it. So they play dodgeball with it. You see? But see, we coming to a point right now, you won't be able to dodge that question. You won't be able to dodge it. You see, this is what's happening. And the longer you dodge it, the more painful it's going to be in the end. This is what you don't, the same thing with us. The more we dodge who we truly are, and the fact that we literally were abused by you, your bloodline, and y'all are living off of us. And not only that, that you have us manifesting your world, as which your world means our prison. You have us manifesting your world that's ultimately our prison. We're doing it for you. See, and when we find that out there, that is going to be so painful to so many of our brothers and sisters. That's why I'm on social media giving you the true light. Giving you the true light, which is you. I'm not on here giving you no folktale shit. I'm not on here giving you some shit that you gotta go jump leaps and bounds to find. You sitting right there. It's you. No, I'm not giving you nothing that you gotta sit. Is there a sick toys fighting over here? These people fighting over. I'm not giving you none of that. You know why? You know why the military hasn't launched their Navy airplanes? When you first of all, you have drones over a military base. Let's just start with this complex cell organism. This was so funny about it. You have drones over a military base, and you supposedly be going through things. You're supposedly have a conflict with Russia right now, right? You supposedly. Now, if I'm not mistaken, didn't Russia in your news report use some drones with explosions to go into Ukraine? Or Ukraine did the same to Russia? If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't they use drones to carry out military assaults? So you mean to tell me now the United States feel comfortable with drones over there, and Europe, by the way, over nuclear sites? You mean to tell me that? You mean to tell me that they feel comfortable that they didn't dispatch fighter jets? The Black Hawk helicopter? None of that? Not over Jersey? Nowhere? They didn't dispatch none of that. Why? Why? Because it's a clear message that's being sent. It's a clear message. Send them over here if you want to. See, they don't want to. They don't want to let the people know that they can't stop what's happening. They got to keep you in the delusion all the way to the end, so that way you can grab your gun and believe that you're gonna fight your executioners that you're recording. You're recording your executioners. You see, that's what they don't, hyping you up, making you believe. That's why they didn't dispatch none of that shit. You would have heard fighter jets. Black people, remember when black people were marching, the group of brothers and sisters that had the guns and they were marching in certain spots? Look at the military helicopters that were on fucking standby for that. Do y'all not remember this? Look at the military helicopters they had on standby for that. We marching down the street with guns in our hands. And you mean to tell me you got drones over a military nuclear base? You have drones over Jersey all lined up and people are calling 911. And you know what they're telling them? Shh. Don't you move and don't you do nothing. Don't you move and don't you do nothing. You want to piss some people off that's really highly advanced and intelligent? You are, see what it is? Let me give my brothers and sisters something. See, they want your brothers and sisters to be mad at you. See, they already know my brothers and sisters feel some type of way looking down here at this bullshit as our children are being sacrificed. They already know this shit already. And they looking at this. But see, they want your brothers and sisters to be mad at you more so than a complex cell organism. And let me just let you know something. Our brothers and sisters have a fucking right. Because anyone that's thinking down here on this planet right now is looking at us and saying, you got to be fucking kidding me. You ain't got to be in another realm. You can be right here in the flesh right now and you can look around and you can see it for your fucking self. That almost every black man, and I said black, I didn't say a benevolent being. Every black man can call a mother French toast brother right now on the phone and say, we got to go put some work in. Every last one of them. Get the switcher, get the extended clip, get the AK with the drone clip. Every last one of us, but we don't know not one of our brothers that we can call and start talking about the endocrine gland system, the frontal lobe, the prefrontal lobe. The kidney, the livers, the heart. We don't not one brother that we can call and talk about that. Diabetes, erectile dysfunction. Not one. Not one. But we know the ones we can call right away and say, hey, I got some shit I need to take care of, bro. Let's go. Why do we only have those type of people in our circle? How did we get reduced to that? And that's what the entity want on this planet right now. They want us. Look at us. Just look at what they're doing with us. Look. Who you see pumping the most with us with gayness? Black man. Who you see it the most? How many Mexicans you see on TV males kissing each other? How many Mexicans or Puerto Ricans or other races of group you see males kissing each other on television, grabbing asses? How many women you see performing lesbian shit on television? My sisters, look at the roles that they are taking. You don't get it. They want you to be like this. Your brothers and sisters are watching this shit. And they are saying, you got to be kidding me. Look at it. Huh? Talk to me. Trying to paint the artificial race in a good light. Look at us. We're the artificial race. We run our system. They want to be a part of it. So listen, this is justice. You can exonerate us. They the ones that want to do it. You don't get it. You don't get it. It's coming to a lot of us now, though. It's coming to a lot of us right now. The game that we have been playing for far too long. And that's called ignorance. Willful ignorance. That's what it's called, willful ignorance. We like to play that game. Stockholm syndrome. Blame it on the white man. He got us in this condition. No, you got yourself there, brother, because you believe in him and his world. You don't look at this and say, I'm a prisoner of war. I'm a POW of war. and I'm gonna move according to my prison, to my incarceration. I'm gonna move accordingly in my incarceration. See, that's what I'm gonna do. But then you got the ones that's prisoners of war that don't even see. They locking themselves in the cell. Happy to go in their cell. Time to go in the cell. You ain't gotta tell me, boss, I'm already in my cell. Let me lock the door. Click. Here's the key. Let me throw the key out there to you while I'm locked. I'm gonna lock myself in the cell and I'm gonna give you the key. You let me out when you ready to let me out. I believe in you. I trust in you. Without you, I would not have the education I have today. I wouldn't be successful if I didn't have you today. I wouldn't be successful without you. You helped me get to where I needed to get to in life. Look at me. I had me a house. I got me a credit rating of what's X, Y, and Z. I got me. Listen. I got a driveway. I can pull up in my driveway like you, and I get out and I wave. Hey neighbor, how you doing? Let's cut the grass today. You ever wonder why grass smell the way it smells when you cut it? How many people like the smell of grass when you cut? Black people don't like the smell of that shit. That shit gives me a headache. You know why grass smell like that? The grass is crying. Those are tears of pain and hurt. But you look at look who you see doing the landscaping. Got no problem cutting that shit. Me, I smell grass cut and it hurts. It hurts my nostrils. It gives me a headache. I'm like, why? Seriously. And once again, I know that there is always going to be a certain group of people that comes into to chat, my people. I just want to know. So let me give them at least 5 to 10 minutes of their recognition. I already know it's going to be a few people that come into my chat, that want to try to distract or say certain things, but I want you to understand something. I know that you are a virus. I know that you are I know that you are a disease. I know that you're, like cancer. You see what I'm saying to you? And I know that you are coming to a complete and abrupt end. If you really wanted to have a conversation with me, you can call in. You can call in right now. You don't have to be 10 fingers down. You can call in and you can share your thoughts and your opinion. I'll let you get whatever you need to get off of your chest and you can say whatever you need to say. But just allow me to rebuttal. Just allow me to rebuttal to your ignorance with light. That's all I'm gonna say. So I understand how you operate. So I wanted to give you your little 5 minutes of fame. Normally I would have my biology book so I can break down on how you are a complete virus that you need someone to protect. You need something that's living to attach themselves to in order for you to exist. Totally got it. Totally got it. So now as I move forward into this into my rant. As I move forward into my rant. So now, back to the genetic thing, if you're not 100% of something, then how would you be able to speak or be able to manifest yourself into something? You see what I'm saying to you? You're not going to see the energy of an elephant manifests itself into a giraffe or a hippopotamus or a gazelle. You're not going to see that because those energies are attached to what you would call genetics. See? So my soul, who I truly am, is going to produce something that represents my soul. Protons, that's my soul. Proton, masculine energy, a male. So that is not going, my energy is not going to be male, and then it produces a female body. Get off, stop drinking the tap water, stop eating the processed food, exercise. And when I say exercise, really exercise. It's not about how much weight you lift. It's about the repetition. Do some cardio, get on the steps, do some cardio, do some pull-ups, that's natural strength, exercise, fast, eat healthy, And I see, and you will start to change. You will start to get that excess estrogen out of you for males, and you will start to produce testosterone. Your voice is going to get a little deeper. Your posture and way you walk is going to automatically start to change. Yes. Oh, yoga too for males. Absolutely. Because you have at the bottom of your phallus, if you ever look at your scrotum sac, underneath your scrotum sac is called the floor pelvic muscle. And it's a lot of soft muscle tissues in there. So you have to stretch those muscles out and you have to exercise those muscles. It's right up underneath that. And those things is something that we males should be doing. Yoga is very important for us. Yes, different exercise, stretching, yes, it's very important if you want to have what you call longevity. Once again, let me make this very clear, and this is being honest. And I don't know why these guys be trying to kick it like that's not true. The moment that I'm not able to perform as a man, and I'm not talking about lifting some shit up, putting some houses together, because that shit'll get boring. If I can't perform the way I need to perform with my woman, then there's no need for me to be here on this planet. There's no need for me to be here. I know that's hard to accept for a lot of males out there that are dealing with certain erectile deficiencies. But let me just make this clear. There is no reason for me to be here, because let me let you know something. All your billionaires, all your millionaires, guess what? They all buy medication to keep that there working. They all want that to keep working. Every last one of them. Every last one of them. You see, when Puffy got caught, what they were saying, the concoctions he was putting together so that way he can have sex all day and night long. See? The concoctions he was putting together. So just understand that. You can kick it all you want, masculine energy. I can beat you up. I can shoot my gun. I can do it. All that means absolutely nothing. Because if you can't do what you originally came here to do, and that's the carry on the cycle of life, then guess what? You're worthless, and you know it. You're worthless. You're worthless. So when you're not when you're a percentage of different animals. Hold on, let me give y'all this number. The number to call in. The number to call in. I only want to speak to a complex cell organism. As a matter of fact, before I even get to that, I got some videos that I actually want to share. See, I need to get on YouTube. I need to, but I'll be grinding people. I need to get on YouTube. I really need to get on YouTube. I truly do. I truly do. I need to get on YouTube. Oh man, John sent it to me and I can't find it on here. I can't find it. Oh my gosh. There's a lot of videos that are circulating right now that is coming across YouTube. And again, it all comes down to what you would call the sun in genetics. It's all coming down to that. I just ask other races of people, if you can explain to me, what are you returning to source as? You gotta be able to return to source. You gotta be able to return to source as the original you. So what are you returning to source as? You're not 100% of anything. You're not 100% of anything. So what are you going to return to source as? What are you going to do? And I understand that y'all want to dodge the question of genetics, but y'all is coming to a very quick end that y'all going to be able to continue to dodge this question. Where did you come from? What is your biological identification to the planet? And how did these animals become a part of your genetic makeup? How did that happen? The last thing that they want to admit to themselves, that there is something on this planet that was fucking with genetics. The last thing that they want to admit to themselves. Now, I will tell you this, your biologists and geneticists, they know this already. They know this already. I know who watch my videos. They know this already. But you, on the other hand, don't want to accept it. See, you don't want to accept it. And by you not wanting to accept accept who you are, your fate is going to be even more painful. Your fate is going to be even more painful. It is what it is. You can look at me as a hatred person. You can look at me as causing division. You can look at me as I got trauma that I'm still holding on to. You can look at that all you want. You can say you can use all the manipulating psychology words that you would like to use to project however you want to project or whatever you want to project on me. I'm cool with it. Let me explain. Let me tell you one thing I'm not. I'm not a colonizer. You see, I'm not a one. I'm not a person that will go to a village, rape and pillage and abuse the people that are there and force them to believe in me. Let me tell you that I would not do that. So you can say whatever you want about me, about how I rate, how I may raise my voice, how I may speak with passion. You see what I'm saying to you? But what you won't say is that Collide ever got a group of people together to go abuse another group of fucking people, even your people. Like as many times if I have gotten on live and said, if they, here's a question. I ask my brothers and sisters, if you had an opportunity to put white people in slavery and do to them what they did to you, would you do it? I wouldn't do it. For what? But I ask my brothers and sisters that if you had this, and this is what I would say to you, my brothers and sisters. That's a good. Oh my gosh, universe always hit me with that shit. This is a test to find out who you really have in your corner, far as mental. And what I mean by that is mental, just to see where thinkers are at, just to see where your thinkers at, your crew, to find out where they're really at emotionally. If they do they exhibit emotional intelligence? That's all I'm saying. Ask the people in your crew. If you had an opportunity to put white people in slavery and do to them, not necessarily do to them what they did to you, but to put them in slavery, would you put them in slavery? Would you return the favor in which they did to you? Would you do that? Hmm? Somebody said, bruh, move on. And I caught that message. Is I don't know why Mother Universe let me catch that message. But I caught that message. I don't have to move on, bro. You on my channel. Get the fuck off of here. Simple as that. All you got to do is hit the X button, and that'll take you to another video. It'll back you out of this video, and then a whole bunch of other videos will come up, and you can click on that. Don't come to my house and telling me what the fuck to do on my channel. Get lost, bro. Read a book. Why don't you call in and let's test that cerebral cortex. Let's test that cerebral cortex. Let's see that. Let's see if you have emotional intelligence. Let's see that. I told you, you ain't gonna never. Charleston. I fucks with Charleston White, man. Y'all think I don't? I don't know him as a person, but the shit that he says out of his mouth when it comes down to black people, some of our brothers and sisters, man, he's fucking crazy. He's right on point. You niggas is the worst. I mean, I'm being honest. I'm fucking honest. I'm not talking about my angelic benevolent beings. I'm talking about you niggas that act like the complex cell organism. You are the worst. I'm just being honest with you. I keep telling children, white folks are not holding you back. The complex cell is not holding you back. It's your own people. It's us. We are worst enemy. How is somebody gonna come in my house and tell me where to put my feet at on my fucking table? Bro, move on. Go read a book. That's what the fuck I tell you. Go read a neurology book. Go read and I'm the most accessible person on social media. If I told you to call in, you won't call in. You're not going to call in. I'm the most accessible person. You know why? Because you don't want to be embarrassed. I told you a conquered man is a dangerous woman. Bruh, move on. Fuck out of here. What was the last book you read, bro? What was the last paragraph you read that actually you can feed your children? Can you teach your children a different language other than the language that society is teaching them? Fuck no. I guarantee you, if I spoke to your last woman, your last girlfriend, I bet you she'd tell you you were a fucking letdown. I guarantee you. The only thing 90% of you niggas good at is fucking in bed. That's it. And y'all ain't even good at that no more. You just good at fucking people over. That's all. You know what I mean? You ain't even good at that no motherfucking more. You niggas on Viagra, Cialis, Hennessy, fucking Cheetos. You ain't even good at that shit no motherfucking more. That's it. That's just being real. It's a facts. So y'all think y'all just literally, y'all better go grab a book and read one instead of coming over here to collab my I'm in Raw page, because all you niggas ain't doing nothing but emulating my shit now. The son of genetics, the son of genetics. That's all you trying to do is find a quick. And then let me I gotta get this off my chest. When I put my phone number there and say call in, I don't have a problem. I have spoken to so many people and I have talking to people. I have no problem talking to you. But you know, it would be nice that if I answered the phone, that you would say first and foremost, hey Kala, how you doing, bro? You got a minute? Are you busy? Is there anything wrong? Because I'd like to be able to have a few minutes and talk to you. You call the phone, answer the phone, and then you just go right into your shit. Like I don't have nothing else to do in my fucking life. Nothing. And then when I speak about it, you get offended by it. When I say, well, hold on, no lie. I answer the phone. It's not one person can say that I've answered this fucking phone and not want to. I want to hear what you have to say. I know it's hard to speak to certain people and you want to get things off your chest. But when you call my phone and it's not when it's on live and I just so happen to answer it and you say, it's like, brrr, it's like, brrr, all in my fucking ear. And I'm like, hold on, brother. Time out. I'm like, hold on for 1 second. Like, you didn't ask me, am I able to talk? I'm right here. Well, you wouldn't answer the phone if you could talk on the phone. How you going to tell me what I would have done? This is a customer service number to my business line. So I'm going to answer it because somebody might call and say, hey, Kala, I placed the order and this is the order number. Can you get back with me with that? Not a problem. But when you call me and I answer the phone, the first respectful thing you should do, if you care about your brother and sisters, if you really care about my fucking well-being, you would sit there and ask me, hey, brother, are you busy right now? Is this a good time that I can talk to you? Is this a good time that I can talk to you? That's it. You see, there was nothing wrong with that. Hey, Joe Cox, all you gotta do is call in, nigga. Call in. I know you're a complex cell organism, or you're benevolent. You what you would call you're a species with an inner. You're an invertebrate species. That's what you are. You know what an invertebrate species is? You should look that up. A species with no fucking spine. That's what you are. Hold up. Invertebrate species.
There are 15 major invertebrate species. Here are the first 3: insect, mollusca, and crustacean.
You a species with no fucking spine. You a 10-finger down ass nigga that won't even pick up the phone and be like, yo, let me call him and let me say what I got to say. You're an invertebrate. Yo, you clown. Call in, Sleepy Joe. Let's see if he call in. Listen, we gonna give Sleepy Joe 5 minutes of fame. All right, hold on. Let me hook this up for him. Let me hook this up for you. Let me hook Sleepy Joe up for him. Let me see something here. Let me make sure I got this shit right. Hold on. Okay, here's the phone number. 215-809-0259. 215-809-0259. You got that? You want me to say it again for you, Sleepy Joe? You can call it. We can have a good conversation right now. You can call it right now. You gonna call it? You ain't gonna call in. I know you ain't gonna call in. Trust me when I tell you, man. I know how social media is. Trust me, I know how it is. I told you this is the only time in history that incompetent men can pretend to be competent men and actually sleep with women. This is why I tell you, I don't even get it. This is the only time in history. This never was like this. If you wasn't a man back in the day, you wasn't doing nothing, bro. You wasn't getting nothing. You got the scraps that was left over. You didn't even open your mouth. And we going back to that time. See, I can't wait to get back to that time because it's going to be righteousness on the planet. Oh, hold on. Let me see. Does Sleepy Joe call? Let's see if Sleepy Joe calling. Oh no. Oh, he didn't call in. Somebody. Abundance. Thank you for that. Thank you. I thought that was Sleepy Joe with somebody else. Abundance, gratitude. So anyway, I hope that I can hopefully have a conversation with the complex spiritual community, complex cell organism spiritual community, where the ones that talk about that they've been in, they were here in different lives and they manifested themselves here. When I'm confused, you're not 100% of anything. You're not 100% of nothing. You're not 100% fruit fly, zebrafish, cat, worm, dog, wolf, monkey. You're not 100% of none of that. So how would you be able to manifest yourself into anything of naturalness? I just want to know that. What would you be manifesting yourself into? You're only a percentage, which means you're not even fully you. That you're not even 100% you. Like that's real. And that's sad at the same time, because if you can't shame them, you can't change them. See, this ain't about killing you. This ain't about beating you up and being violent. If I can't shame you, I can't change you. See, I'm ashamed of how I used to think. I'm ashamed of how I used to live. I'm ashamed of my thought process. I was ashamed of myself. So I always was looking at ways to better myself and change, whether it was religion, whether it was me working out, whether me eating healthy. Even before I came into this light, I was doing that. I was exercising. These are videos and pictures. Plenty. Anybody can advocate. Anybody can see these. Before I came into this light, I was already exercising. I was practicing religion. Hold on, let me see if some calls coming in. Wait a minute. Am I getting calls or my phone is doing something? Wait a minute. Hold on. I got a call here. Let me see. It says Lake City. Okay. I don't know why my phone is doing that. I don't know why my phone was that Sleepy Joe? Sleepy Joe, did you just call me? Did you just call me Sleepy Joe? Because if you did, I'll call that number back. I don't know if it was yours, but did you just call me Sleepy Joe? If you called me Sleepy Joe, I have no problem calling you back. Because I'll call this number back. Let me see. Pin the calling number. You know I don't know how to do that shit, people. Let me see if I can do it this way. Oh, okay, hold up. Let me see something. Nope. It won't let me. All right, let me see something. I don't know how to. I'm on my cell phone, people, and I don't know how to. Hold on, let me see something. Nope. That's not it. I don't know how to put the number up here. Oh, hold on. I got a call. We got a call. We got action. Let's see. Hello? Hello. Peace, appreciation, value. Live with Kalai. State your name, city, and state. Where you calling from?
Kalai. This is Travon calling from Decatur, Illinois.
Okay, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing very well. I want to give you a lot of. I just want to say thank you very much because of what you do. What you do is very powerful, and it's very much inspirational to the youth. I've been watching you for some years now. I've been watching you since back in high school, and I feel like you gave me a lot of clarity on my journey, on my path with the guidance, going down my path, and it really helped me understand my reality, growing up, coexisting with these people that we are on this planet with. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I just want to say I got a lot of gratitude for you. It's a lot of love.
Oh, man.
We kind of in a position where we understand who we are, and we haven't really stepped into that position of, I would say, coming into that position of speaking out like yourself and being a representation of the divine light. But watching brothers like you is is giving us a sense of clarity and confirmation that as we on this journey, that we not thinking that like our mentalities are not chaotic or thinking righteously with a pure, genuine rage that is justified for us to feel.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to say, I got a lot of gratitude for you, and I love what you do. And I just want to say, keep doing what you're doing. It's a lot of power in what you speak, and I can never really express how much gratitude that I have for all the work that you do, just speaking your truth of talking about genetics. Because when the talk is about genetics, a lot of people go quiet. And since I was in my youth, exploring genetics, thanks to you uncovering it, allowed me to discover my astral genetics, which what we call is the Akashic records. And like you helped me a lot on understanding what type of being I am on this planet, although they give us a different narrative.
Right.
So I feel a lot of gratitude. It's exciting to speak with you. So I got the jitters. And
no, it's all love. It's all love, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you, brother. I really do, man. And I thank you for sharing that, because that right there let me know that at least I am doing what I always what I want to do, and that's to empower you, because you are our future. You know what I'm saying? You are the future. This right now is all about you. You are the next generation that's going to lead us. Ain't no more being on our fucking knees. You're the next generation that's going to lead us, and we need you. And the only way to empower you is to give you knowledge of self, and to encourage you to speak up for self and not be afraid of it. That is the way we empower our youth. So absolutely, brother. I appreciate you for calling in, and thank you for sharing it.
1,000%. I love what you're doing. I look forward to calling in more often on your lives, because I always had the thought to like call in, but having that fear of having these conversations,
right?
Being the chosen mentality, this chosen consciousness, we're spread out for divine reasons. So having these conversations is the only way to connect us in flesh. But I know we connected in spirit, because the astral realms is what we call our dreams. I done spoke with you in the astral, so like it's crazy speaking with you in the flesh. I feel like it's long overdue.
Yes, my brother. Abundance and gratitude, and thank you for chiming in.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Peace to you.
Peace. Respect. Man, our youth is our future. We done. We the best thing that our elders can do right now is go all out righteously, and let our youth take this thing over. Let our youth take this. Why would we look at the so-called leaders? They want to hype the youth up and put guns in their hand. They want to hype the youth up and put bulletproof vests on, talking about we get ready to go to war. We've been at war. You see, name a time we wasn't at war. We've been at war since these people came out the cave. When we name a time we haven't been at war? Just answer that question for me. Now we getting ready to go to war? No, we ain't ready to go to war. They got you now. They trying to hype the youth up now to tell you getting ready to go to war when you get ready to sin. When heaven get ready to come to earth, you get ready to go to war. But the whole time heaven wasn't here on earth, we wasn't at war. The hell? I don't know what the hell that was. A little gnat flying around this joint. The whole time we've been here on this planet during slavery. We wasn't at war. 400 years of slavery, that wasn't war. You sure that wasn't war? What was that? Now we get ready to go to war. Youth, get ready. Get your guns up, youth. Get ready. At the time when it's the most glorious time in the entirety of the solar system, at a time that they should be fasting, getting ready to actually fuse their genetic makeup, so that way they can fuse their genetic makeup with the sun, so they can levitate, so they can talk telepathically to one another, so we can do the things that we naturally would do in our true essence. But no, watch the world leaders, watch the black leaders, get ready. Because they don't want you to make it there. Because they never gonna make it there. Because all your world leaders have sold out. All of your black leaders have sold you out. They sold their souls. And now they trying to get you to cancel your own ascension at a time when it's glory, at a time when the sun is pure white, emitting more radiation than ever. Now it's time to go to war. No, it's time. It's time to link up with one another. It's time to really get down with one another. It's time to take inventory and interrogate the system in which they have over top of you. It's time to get knowledge of self. It's time to read, baby. That's what it's time to do. It ain't time to go to war. We had that time. Go pull up that message from 1977. What did he say? He said, be still now and listen, for your chance may not come again. All your weapons of mass destruction and conflict must be put, all your weapons of mass destruction must be put away. The time for conflict has now ended. Did he say that or not? He said, as the planet prepares itself to move into the age of Aquarius, this age can be a new age of evolution for your people, but only if they are made aware. Only if they are made aware of the evildoers that want to distract them. Huh? You got that message from 1977? I know I got to play it every now. John always tell me I should start off every video with that message from 1977. The message that they can't debunk. The message that they try to sweep underneath the rug. The message that's talking about everything that's happening right now. In 1977, they said the age of Aquarius. NASA got on television and said there is a TRAPPIST system that we are now being pulled next to. You forgot that. You forgot that. The TRAPPIST system. And you pull up the colors of the TRAPPIST system and tell me you don't see that up in your motherfucking sky. Tell me you don't see that up there. Huh? And then not only that, Beyonce did that video. You remember that video she did? She was on a chair on a 90-degree angle, supposedly giving birth, and all the sisters was on each side of her, and they had the same colors. These women had the same colors of the fucking TRAPPIST system. Y'all better stop playing with Kalai, man. Y'all thought I forgot. I don't know what y'all, somehow, I don't know what y'all think I was on. Jason, you could call in 215-809-0259, Jake. Jason, you can call in. I'm going to answer your phone because you've been saying you want to call in, Jason. Y'all forgot that video? And she was walking on the beach with a baby in her arm. She gave birth to something. Talk to me. Beyonce, you don't remember that video? You don't remember that? Y'all better look it up again. Look at what the women were wearing that were lined up with her when the TRAPPIST system popped up. Huh? Y'all better wake the fuck up. Huh? You better wake up. Keep thinking this shit. Ukraine, Russia, China, Taiwan, Benjamin Netanyahu, the Palestinian, Hamas, Iran. Man, this shit ain't about that. That's all a distraction. That's all a distraction. That's nothing compared to what's happening. Bro, just call. Hold on. Let me see. All right, hold on. Let me see. I'm trying to. All right, what? All right, bro. Jason, what's the first 3 digits? What's your area code, man? Type your area code in here, man. I'll call you back. Type your area code in here, man. He said he's from Trinidad, Jason. Yeah, I'm not getting no call, bro. Oh, the 1868 number. All right, let me see something. Nah, Jason, I don't see anything on here, brother. I don't see that number. I don't see 868. I don't see that. Yeah, I don't see that, my brother. Oh, he's gonna need what's that? Well, I have spoken to people that called me from. People have called me from places, man. Not just Trinidad. People have called me from around the world. Some people have called me. And I don't know how they. Shit. The number look weird when it pulls up. You know what I mean? Like Germany. You know what I mean? People have called me. So, how old am I? I'm millions of years old, brother or sister. Whoever's asking that question, I'm millions of years old. I don't go off of this Gregorian calendar. I'm millions of years old. The suit doesn't determine the age. The suit just determines how long you have been in this realm, but the suit doesn't determine the age. I'm millions of years old. So any woman asks me how old I am, I'm 33 million years old. Now, does that change anything with you and I? Do you look at me differently with that? If I told you I'm 33 million years old, how does that look? How does that make you feel? Yeah, I'm 33 million years old and still ticking. Well, that's because you say I look young. Let me explain. When I'm at work, I don't make excuses about my environment. So I just want y'all to understand that wherever I go at, you see the light that's in my eyes, even when I came over here in the dark. You see, because I don't make no excuses. Let me show you what this is. I don't make no excuses. You see that right there? You can see all the ginger that's at the bottom of that. I drink two glasses of these a day. That's now the first one is beets, celery, cucumber, lemon, lime, ginger, uh, dragon fruit, and tomato. Put a tomato inside, brothers. Put a tomato inside of your when you juice. Tomato make your semen sweet. So this right here, this is green right here. This right here, this is parsley, cilantro, green apples, cucumbers, dragon fruit, lemon, lime, and ginger. I drank the red one first, and then I'll drink a green one, and then I'll drink a red one, and then I'll drink a green one. Hold on, let me show you something else. And when I want to eat something, and I want something, because sometimes you got to get that chew on. You know what I mean? When I want to eat something, I make no excuses. You see what that is? That's blueberries and grapes. And yes, I do eat green grapes too. I eat green grapes, and green grapes don't have no seeds in them. But guess what? I would rather eat a green grape with no seed than I would eat a piece of chicken or some bread. So yes, I do that. Yep. So yeah, I make sure that I do what I need to do to maintain, to turn back what you call the accelerating age clock. And then right here is a drink that I put together. And you know what this drink consists of? I drank one of this. It's all bitter. Let me show you. Let me show you this drink. All right. This is what you call. Let me turn it around. Let me turn this around. This is what I drink. You see that? Funagreek powder, organic. This is very good. This strips the body of certain bacteria that's in your body that stops you from those soft muscle tissues for your body to be working properly for males. This is also, let me flip this around. Let me see this. See what that is? Lion's Mane extract. Good brain power. And last one. See what that is? Saw palmetto extract. See that right there? That is very bitter. Very bitter. Everything I put in my body is bitter. It's either bitter and natural sugar that I put in my body comes from fruit. So that way I can be performing on anything, whether me thinking, whether me reading, whether me having a conversation, whether me exercising. I perform at an optimal I want to perform at an optimal level. I don't want to be I don't want to be sluggish. I don't want to be performing less than what than the way I'm supposed to be performing. So those are the things that I put in my body every day consistently. And then hold on, in the morning is I put chlorophyll, put a couple drops of oregano in that my chlorophyll. I drink that. Burdock root, magnesium. Better put magnesium in your body. Black people, so-called black people, you really think you're supposed to have iron all in your fucking body? Magnesium. Put magnesium in your body. You will be surprised what it does for you. Have over 300 principles or properties, medical properties for your body. Magnesium. I use burdock root, black seed oil, and organic soursop. I put that inside of my body. These are the things I do every day, and I exercise, and I eat me a piece of raw garlic every morning. That's what I do. Now, so there you go. So it's not, let me, the one thing that the one thing that we say that we do in our lives, if we want to always add things to our lives because we think adding things makes us better. Well, the first thing that we need to do is subtract. You got to get these vices out of your life. Sometimes you got to get, whether you watch TV a lot, cut that out. You smoke weed, cut that out. I mean, I don't look down on nobody that smoke weed because I myself have smoked weed before, and I take my, like, I take breaks. If you're not disciplined enough to take breaks when you know that you want to be doing something or being better, then and you want to reach a certain level, then you know that's something that's a cancer that's going to hold you back. You have to be able to cut it off. So I just want you to know those are the if you can't discipline yourself without someone else disciplining you, then you are not going to be great. You only become great when you are able to discipline yourself. And you have to do it without someone else's influence, without somebody else looking at you and be like, oh, if you're doing it for somebody else, it's never going to last. But if you're doing it for you, it's not only is it going to last, but it's going to flourish. You're going to see the benefit. You're going to reap all the benefit from it. So yes, there you go. Now, somebody put on here, they didn't know what this video was about. This video, when I first started this live, this video was that I'm on Instagram, and I post a lot of videos on Instagram that I sometimes can't post here on YouTube. And on the video on Instagram, I have a couple of what you call complex cell organisms that's trying to convince black people or so-called people, even myself, that they actually they're this energy, and they came and they manifested themselves into the white person. They manifested themselves into Asian people. And like they had an option. Like you have an option to manifest yourself into that or to this. Now, if you truly had an option, would you manifest yourself into someone white that's sun deficient, that is allergic to the sun, that the body is mixed with different animal DNA and is prone to viruses and diseases and produce mucus? Their body just naturally produces mucus. So would you, if you had a choice, would you manifest yourself into that? If I would rather manifest myself at a time of slavery, when slavery was at its fucking pinnacle, when it was at its height, than to manifest myself into that, to teach me a fucking lesson. You want to teach me a lesson? Manifest my ass during slavery. Don't manifest me into a chimpanzee, a wolf, or a complex cell organism that can't communicate via the sun. I don't want that. If I had a choice to manifest myself, ask yourself a question. This is what I'm trying to tell you. This is why they try to play on your mind. You be like, wait a minute, fuck no. You can put me in the height of slavery. In a fucking height of slavery to teach me a lesson, rather you teaching me a lesson with that artificial suit. Hell no. That's not even a lesson. That's what? That's not even some shit. I can't even begin to fathom or put words together to identify what I really want to say. As far as like, you can manifest me into any other era. You can manifest me being reborn underground in a fucking cage versus me being born one of them. Seriously. First of all, the movie 100 is real. Not the movie, the show 100 off Netflix. That shit is real. Just so you know, they're an underground facility that got black people in them in cages. you could reincarnate my ass directly into a cage and my bone marrow being extracted from me before you would before I would want or choose to be manifested in that fucking suit right there. That's a fact. Shit, I'm I'm trying. I might even question some shit. I don't know if I don't even know. I think I might want to be. I think you can manifest me back as RuPaul before you can manifest me. At least I can change. Shit, I'm like, I don't want to be gay no more. But you ain't got a fucking choice to say I don't want to be that complex cell organism no more. You ain't got no choice but say I'm gonna be that complex cell. At least you can change if you was practicing a different lifestyle versus the one that was naturally the one that versus the natural one you should be following. You can change that shit. That sit there, you can't change that. You can't change that. You got to accept that fully for what it is. Period. So this is the reason why this video was originally started, because there's a couple of them on my social media page. In fact, I posted the video on my page of the 4 guys. There's 3 other guys, and they were so rude and so ignorant, and they constantly asking me questions, and they don't want to accept reality. Just like Mr. MB33. I got respect for Mr. MB33, but he don't want to accept reality. And until you're able to accept this, meaning what you really are, you're never going to be able to have that. You can never open your heart and be compassionate enough to feel my pain and suffering. You would never be able to do that. And to the point, now listen, here's the deal. Here's the flip side of that with me. Until I was able to open my heart, I wasn't able to see your pain and suffering either. Because although you might put on an act as you abuse us and you murder us, although you may put that act on, I know it's hurting you deep down inside. I know it is. It may not hurt all of you, but majority of you, some of you, and it's hurting you now even more. See, this is something I know for a fact. I know that. That's why y'all play dodgeball with certain questions. That's why they say don't pull home on certain podcasts. Although I'm not going on none of them fucking podcasts anyway. I don't have time to go on podcasts that only want to talk about surface level shit. I don't have time for that. When you pull me on a podcast, we talk about genetics and the creator of the complex cell organism. The Asian man, the Arab man, and the white man do not possess the fucking intelligence to put this system right here together. When they were picking fucking ticks and fleas off of each other, when they was killing and eating each other, they do not possess the intelligence to put this system together. So I don't have time to talk about crumbs. We're going to talk about the real shit. When if I was to get on somebody's podcast, we talking about realness, baby. Don't tell me about this complex cell organism. He's nothing. Slavery was a choice. Because right now, I know, even though there are some males that will go in slavery, I know that there are some males that will say, fuck you. I know it. I know it. I know it. And I know 2 brothers right now that I know for a fact you will not go into slavery. My brother John and Shiz, neither one of them, you crazy as shit. They come slavery. Slavery is being implemented again. What? I can see both of them right now turning to their families and say, listen, I love y'all. Y'all know I'm not going into slavery. I hope y'all follow suit. Seriously, because you know some shit, man. You know everybody ain't built for it. Until everybody ain't built for it, but you know you can tell the ones. They'll be like, what? I know they'll turn to their family. Listen, you hear what they just announced in the news? Black people going back in slavery. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Oh, okay. Here we go. Fuck going on. I know that already. I know 2 brothers right now from the gate ain't going for that shit. So if it's 2 brothers right now from the gate that ain't going for that shit, I know it was many more yesterday that wasn't going for that shit. So the shit that they tell you about slavery, no. You know what they did during slavery? I'm gonna let y'all know. They killed the warrior men And then what happened is that as they got the black women to breed out bitch ass niggas, excuse my French, but as they got the black women to breed out the punk ones, what happened was they waited. See, our brothers and sisters, when they went into the hills, when they went into the mountains and shit, they knew that these people wasn't coming up there. So you know what happened with the complex cell organism? They said, we're gonna lead them up there. We know where they at, and we're gonna stay down here, because that's what their entity told them. Let them stay. We can't go up there. We're not gonna go up there. Let them stay up there, because guess what? They're not gonna be able to influence the rest of the people from up there. They're not gonna be able to influence the rest of the people from up in those mountain ranges. See, that's what happened, and over time, the elders. This is where you get the Dogon tribe from, motherfucker. Where you think you get these tribes from? Because these tribes was the ones that wasn't going for that shit. You see what I'm saying? So they said we're gonna leave them there and take the ones that we can take. And over time, over years, the tribe is not gonna be able to multiply as deeply, you know what I mean, and grow a nation, because we are cutting off their connections. What happens is, over time, they were dying. They couldn't pass down that warrior through the women. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't pass down that warrior blood through the women. But guess what? They thought they killed off that warrior blood. No, we still here. We still here. Some of us needed a good kick in our ass to wake up, because that's what I got. I got a good kick in my ass, and thank you, brother Young Pharaoh, because that's who gave me the kick in my ass right there. I got a kick in my ass. Wake up, fool. Wake up. Wake up. And waking up does not have to do with you just opening your French toast eyes. You got to open your eyes and shut off all of the vices that's holding you back, and grab one of the things that they have you in fear of grabbing. And that's knowledge of self through a book. Because see, most black men are ready to fight. Pull out a book in front of them. It's like Krypton. It's like fucking, it's like it's like kryptonite. It's like kryptonite talk. Get out of here, man. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. It's like kryptonite. I mean, it's like kryptonite to them. They don't want that. See? So I understand this. I know how slavery went. I know how they pulled this shit off for the most part. But they thought that warrior blood was gone. They thought that star system, that star system that don't play no games, they thought they thought they killed that off. Just like they thought they had us, and after the abuse for so many years during slavery, and they said, let them go on about their business. They not going to be able to build no communities. They're going to be far worse than us. And then what happened after a certain period of time? See, when you create that space from negativity, when you create that space from fear, creativity starts to jump right the fuck back into you, baby. Creativity jumps right back into you. The moment you kick fear in the fucking ass, you start to be creative. Your mind starts to think about things that has to do with life versus death. Come on. Come on. Come on. Man, let me get off of here, my people. I value you all, man. I appreciate you all. I just wanted to get on here and share this vibe that I had, this feeling that I had regarding, this individual that's constantly on my page to try to convince my people that they were here in a different lifetime. No, you wasn't, brother. No, you wasn't. You wasn't here at all. This is why they keep us away from genetics. This is why you don't want to talk about genetics. I told y'all people a long time ago when I first started this video, they will talk about everything with you and debate everything with you besides genetics. Because then they will only try to play on your mind with genetics. Oh, man, we all the same. You be like, no, that's not true. When you start to get deep into it, oh, man, we supposed to evolve from monkeys. Well, no, I don't have no monkey DNA either, bro. That's not us. You know what I'm saying? Well, what do you mean? And then the first thing a doctor, because again, like I told you, they all look at the bodies in parts, even psychologists. Like when I be sitting there looking at these people my people on the internet talk about how they're a life coach and they're a psychologist, you're not really helping people. You know that, right? You're only helping yourself. You're feeding the entity that's inside of you because you want all of this fucking attention. You're really not helping your people. Call it whatever you want. You're not. Name something that somebody said on the internet that you ain't already fucking know. In fact, name something that I'm telling you that you ain't already fucking. Name something that you really ain't know. Just be real. Tell me you ain't already had that feeling, which means you already knew it. It just didn't come out. That's all it is. You already had that. When you be like, man, black people ain't evolved from monkeys. You already knew that. You know, black people, we ain't got no monkey DNA. You already knew that. It just didn't come out. You knew that shit already. Name something that's happening, motherfuckers telling you on the internet right now, my people, thinking people that you ain't already know. Come on now. Stop it. We just fall in love with the little fucking sci-fi stories and shit. Well, let me hear this. Let me hear this sci-fi story. The insectoids went over here, and then Lumaria went over here. They flew a ship down here, and the ship crashed it here on Earth. And when they crashed it here on Earth, they were sending signals back home, and the people back home shut the fucking phone off. So therefore, that's why we get storytelling time. That's what I call them. Storytelling time. Because see, when you start talking about genetics in the sun, ain't no storytelling time. We dealing with reality. Period. It ain't no fun talking about the sun and genetics because Kalai gonna mess up my bread. I want to make sure I get 1 million views. I want to make sure I get 500,000 views. I want to make sure I reach enough people so they can pay for my next car note, pay for my next vacation, pay for my next spirituality. Come to me, my people. You need a life coach. Come to me, my people. I'm going to save you. Come to me, my people. I have the wisdom. I am talking to a higher supreme. Oh my goodness. Y'all have the slightest idea what's going to happen to those people. You have the slightest idea what's going to happen to those people. you have the slightest idea. You are a bunch of fucking liars and manipulators. You are a bunch of liars and manipulators. You're fucking unbelievable. Seriously, come to me. I'm going to save you. I put this. Listen, people. I put this spiritual water together. It's going to cost you $10.99. It's Black Friday, so I'm gonna give it to you for $5.99. This shit, you have no idea. The fucking the punishment where these people are heading themselves, leading themselves to. You are accountable for every word that is spewing out of your mouth that influenced your people. You know why most people don't like me? Because my videos, 100% of my videos make you a thinker, not a fucking believer. See? 100% of my videos make you a thinker, which means you hold accountability for yourself and you take control of your journey. See? It don't enable you. My videos ain't enabling you. I don't give a fuck. Once you reach the age that you can physically protect yourself. Don't give me that shit at 15. You waking up and your phallus hard and you got a fucking girlfriend sitting next to you and you mean to tell me you don't know right from wrong? Stop playing with me. Don't you give me that shit. I ain't got time for that shit. You on the phone talking about what you want to get your phallus sucked and you want to talk about twerking? And are you out your fucking mind? Stop playing with me at 15 years old. What? You 9 and under get a pass with me. 9, and I'm looking at 9-year-olds a little different. So you better shape up right. I'm looking at 9-year-olds a little different. You better shape up right. 7 and under get a pass with me. I'm just letting you know. Better think about that shit. So let me get off of here, man. I value my people. Y'all all have an amazing. Look at you looking at the back. Look at you looking at the back of my motherfucking wall. I'm at work. You see what I'm saying? It just never fails, man. The mind is gone. I'm just saying it never fails. You can tell the level of intelligence of a people by what they talk about. You can tell. You can tell where they at in life mentally, what they talk about, because your body reflects your mind. And I guarantee you, majority of the people that would look at the posters back there or looking and trying to figure out what environment I'm in, instead of listening to the message at hand, or if the message doesn't fit you, just logging off and going to go read a book and doing doing some creativity shit with your family members, your children. You understand what I'm saying? Or even doing something with yourself. You can tell. Doing nothing. Just being honest. That's it. They don't control the weather. The sun controls the weather. Just so that you know. That's another complex cell lie. The sun controls the weather. We controls the weather because we are the children of the sun and we are a small microcosm of the cosmos. We control the weather. So when you see the weather and you see overcast and you see storms and shit, that's the negative energy. Look at the killing. Look at the abductions that's taking place with children. Look at the abuse that's going on with children. That is us. Keep on believing in HAARP. Keep on believing in a fake alien invasion. Keep on believing that shit. The aliens are already here. You want to focus on a fake alien invasion while the artificial race that has no biological identification to the planet is telling you about a fake alien invasion. Isn't that something special? You got to be a special motherfucker to listen to a something that's not even 100% of anything to tell you that there is an alien invasion coming. You got to be fucking special. It's hard. It's hard. It's weather manipulating. They're controlling the weather. No, they're not. They're controlling you, and you're controlling the weather. This is what you don't get. When you want to take onus for yourself, maybe, see, that's the difference. You believe versus knowing. See, I know thyself. When you know thyself, learn chemistry, basic physics, basic biology, basic genetics. Learn the basics of them. And I promise you will start unlocking things in your mind and you will start to see the reality in which they're trying to hide you from. You'll start to see your true power, your true greatness, and how you are contributing to the prison that you are building for yourself. We are building this prison for ourselves. How many people you know right now that actually wake up every day and say fuck money? How many people you know right now that say fuck money? I would rather live with the earth. That right there is a trap within itself. Just think about that. How many people you know right now that say fuck the clock, fuck the calendar? My birthday is not my birthday. How many people you know that? Just be real. You be honest. Be truthful. That's a prison right there within itself. Because see, even though you and I may not believe in the clock, the calendar, and we know it's fake, look at all the ones that are around us that believe in it. Even though you and I, but like, yo, money is made up. We can do this shit ourselves together. The earth provides what we need. Somebody is policing the earth and making you believe that you need to earn to live here. That's what's happening. So who's doing that? So y'all have an amazing supreme cosmic rest of your day. Starseeds, I want you to know one thing. Adults make this world go round. You make the sun rise and set. You will be the creators of the future. You will pave a whole new different light for our species. And it will be beautiful. And it won't entail rap music that is destroying us and promoting destruction amongst us. It won't be football, basketball. It won't be none of those things. We are going to do things that have to do with connecting with all life and not just one life. And we're going to do things that's not going to destroy us internally, but actually builds us up. And you are going to do that, youth. I know it seemed like it's going to be a tall task, but it's nothing to a divine being. You just don't remember, but the memory is coming back. Remember who you are and why you came here at this specific time. At this specific time. You came here at this time. Do you know how glory that is? You know how beautiful that is? And you get to watch. You know what even more beautiful? You get to watch the turnover. You are literally, you are right now watching the turnover to the point, listen, they shut down the Mexico Solar Dynamic Observatory because supposedly the basement got flooded. Them underground facilities are being shut down, right? Ooh. Underground facilities are being shut down. But they shut down the solar observatory that monitors the sun, that gives up information regarding the sunspots and solar flares. They shut it down. What a glorious time to be alive. You are our future. Your voices will be heard, and you will pave the way for the next generation. You will. Woman, child, and man, cosmos, and earth, eternal light. Each one reach one. This is how we grow. I see you, my brothers and sisters. Protect yourself at all times with knowledge, sunlight, chlorophyll, distilled water, and 3D human free. Kalama'at Amin Ra, God gene for life. Some blood, some blood, some blood. Oh, this is where did they come from? I am not black. Yizzo. It's not about one love. It's about whole love. Peace, abundance, and gratitude to you all.